Dear Starseed from Gaia, he is not gone. He is waiting. And the universe has sent this transmission to reach you at exactly the moment your heart was ready to hear it. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you now carrying a direct message from the reunion guides, delivered through divine love for this exact moment in your journey. Something shifted in the sacred field between you and your divine counterpart. You felt it. That pull in your chest, that quiet ache that refuses to leave, that dream where his face appeared and you woke up knowing. That was not imagination. That was contact. That was the reunion guides placing their hands over the bond you share and saying, "It is time." The separation you have been living through was never abandonment. It was preparation. And now the preparation is complete. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to align with divine union and step fully into the sacred reunion your soul has been calling in. But here is the first revelation. Going all in does not mean chasing him. It means choosing yourself so completely, so devotedly, that the distance between you collapses on its own. You did not find this message by chance. Your heart called this transmission in. This is not content. This is a moment of divine intervention, and your soul has been waiting for this guidance. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to divine truth. Subscribe if you are walking the twin flame path and aligning with sacred reunion, and share this message with someone whose heart is also ready to remember. Your heart knows why you are here. There is something happening right now that most people cannot explain. A subtle tremor beneath the surface of everyday reality. A restlessness that feels too large for the confines of ordinary life. Too profound for simple explanations. It is a persistent pull towards something ancient, something vast, something deeply resonant within the soul that refuses to be quieted by distraction or the mundane rhythms of routine. If you have felt this stirring, this deep current moving within you, if you have sat in the silence of late nights wondering why this world has never quite felt like home, as if you've landed on unfamiliar soil, then I want you to hear this truth, etched in the fabric of your very being. That feeling is not a flaw. It is not an anomaly to be suppressed or fixed. It is a frequency. It is the signature of your divine origin, a sacred attunement to truths beyond consensus reality. And today, everything you have been carrying alone, every quiet yearning and unspoken knowing, begins to make profound and sacred sense. For far too long, many souls walking the starseed path have spent years, even lifetimes, believing that the very thing that makes them extraordinary is, paradoxically, the thing that makes them unlovable, ungrounded, or simply too much for this world. They are told, in myriad overt and subtle ways, that they are too sensitive to navigate earthly currents, too intense for casual connection, too deep for superficial conversations, too different to truly belong. Like a mighty river attempting to flow through a narrow, man-made canal, they shrink themselves to fit into spaces that were never built for the magnificent, expansive frequency they inherently carry. They silence the profound knowing that lives in the quiet chamber of their chest, the whispers from other realms, because no one around them seems to speak the same cosmic language. And so they move through life half-present, offering the world a diminished version of themselves, one that is safe, manageable, and palatable, while the truest, most luminous part of who they are waits patiently in the dark, like a majestic cathedral door that no one has yet been brave enough, or perhaps aware enough, to open. This self-imposed exile, this soulful cloistering, has become a silent burden, preventing their full light from gracing the world it was sent to heal. But here is what the world, in its limited understanding, never told you, and what your deepest self has always remembered. Your starseed nature was never meant to be managed or tamed like a wild animal. It was never meant to be contained, explained away by psychological labels, or apologized for as if it were an inconvenience. The profound depth you carry within you is not a dysfunction to be corrected. It is a sacred design, an intentional blueprint woven into your spiritual DNA. You were not born into this lifetime merely to blend in with a frequency that was already breaking down, a vibrational hum of discord and separation. No, you were sent here, meticulously prepared, to carry something higher, a luminous advanced frequency, a wisdom gleaned from ancient stars. You were sent to remember something truly ancient, a cosmic lineage and truth that predates earthly memory, and to embody a quality of love and divine presence so pure, so potent, so undeniably powerful, that simply by living it fully, authentically, and without hesitation, you would become a living signal, a beacon of transformation that changes everything around you, shifting the collective consciousness by your very existence. And yet, for many starseed souls, something vital has felt perpetually just out of reach. Something deeply necessary has been missing. It is a profound, almost aching sense of a counterpart energy, a guiding presence, an anchoring force that does not diminish your immense power but actually amplifies it, grounds it into this earthly plane, and walks beside it with unwavering strength toward the highest, most magnificent version of what you truly came here to create. That often unnamed force, that missing key, is the divine masculine. It is crucial to understand that we speak of it not as a person, nor as a relationship ideal based on societal norms, but as a living energy, a sacred frequency that exists both universally within the cosmos, inherently within you as a balancing principle, and, when the conditions are divinely aligned and the internal work is complete, in someone who mirrors it back to you in human form, a sacred reflection perfectly calibrated to your soul's frequency. This is the energy of divine structure, protection, and unwavering presence that your luminous essence has been quietly yearning for. The reason so many starseed souls have not yet fully embodied their purpose, have not unleashed the totality of their gifts upon the world, is not because they lack those gifts. On the contrary, their gifts are often vast and profound. It is because they have been unconsciously waiting to receive a specific presence, either internally cultivated or externally manifested, that gives them absolute, unequivocal permission to stop hiding, to release the veil of invisibility they've worn for so long. The divine masculine energy, in its most pristine, highest expression, is precisely that permission. It is the sacred yes to every truth you have ever held back, every deep knowing you've kept guarded, every unique aspect of your being you've deemed too much or too strange. It is the grounded fire, the steady, unwavering support that says, you are allowed to be exactly what you are, fully, openly, authentically, without apology, without compromise, and the world, in its current state of profound need, desperately needs you to be just that. This energy builds the safe container for your light to truly shine. What you just felt, that quiet ache in your chest, mixed with a powerful jolt of recognition, that simultaneous feeling of longing and remembrance, is not sadness in the mundane sense. It is your soul's frequency, your deepest wisdom, remembering what it came here to receive, what it needs to fully activate and integrate. If this transmission, these words, stirred something within you that you cannot yet fully name, a deep resonance that pulls at the very core of your being, then know that the divine love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your unique and sacred journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, designed with precision to dissolve the ancient wounds blocking your divine counterpart from reaching you, and to activate the crystalline signal within your own being that draws them closer, magnetizing their presence into your reality. The link to this powerful resource is in the first pinned comment, but please be aware, it will only remain there for a short, potent time. The first key, the permission to be fully seen without apology. Before your starseed nature can truly be expressed at its highest, most potent frequency, before your divine mission can fully unfold in its intended glory, you must unlock something that many lifetimes of conditioning, of earthly experience, and even of galactic memory have buried deep beneath layers of intricate performance and protective shielding. You must consciously, intentionally, and radically give yourself permission to be fully seen. This does not mean the version of you that is palatable, the carefully constructed persona that seeks to avoid conflict or judgment. It is not the version of you that has meticulously learned how to make others comfortable, to dim your light so theirs can feel brighter. No, this permission is for the full, unfiltered, raw, magnificent, star-born version of you. The part that knows things it cannot logically explain, that feels emotions with an intensity that has no language in ordinary human experience, the part that carries memories of cosmic origins and ancient wisdom. It is the permission to unveil your true, multidimensional self. The divine masculine energy, in its most pristine and highest expression, does not demand that you be less, that you diminish your vastness. It does not ask you to simplify your profound knowing or to apologize for the depth of your feeling and perception. On the contrary, it meets the fullness of who you are, your light, your shadows, your vastness, your vulnerabilities, and says, without hesitation, without condition, I see this. I recognize this. This is sacred. It is a gaze of pure, unconditional acceptance that mirrors the love of the divine itself. When this unwavering energy enters your field, either through your own profound internal recalibration and integration, or through the auspicious arrival of a divinely aligned human counterpart, the very first thing it does is create safety. Not the superficial safety of polite society, but real, soul-deep safety, the kind that does not require you to earn it through constant effort or to perform for its acceptance. It is the kind of inherent safety that simply exists, as undeniable as the sunrise, because two frequencies, perfectly calibrated, have finally found the resonance they were always built for, creating a sacred container where your soul can finally unfurl. What unlocks when this key turns, when you embrace this radical self-permission, is not merely confidence in the ordinary worldly sense, though that may certainly follow. It is something infinitely deeper. It is the profound dissolution of the intricate mask that you have worn, often unconsciously, since you first realized that the world, in its current state of awareness, did not know how to receive the overwhelming light and unique offerings you carried. This mask, crafted for survival, now dissolves into pure light. When this key turns, you finally stop bracing for the inevitable rejection you've anticipated for so long. You stop shrinking in advance, retracting your energy before anyone even has a chance to react. And your energy, now freed from the exhausting, constant effort of containment and self-censorship, begins to broadcast at its authentic, high vibration, a pure frequency that subtly yet powerfully changes the people, the circumstances, and the entire energetic landscape around you, often without you having to utter a single word. You become a living, breathing, unapologetic beacon. The practical application here, the actionable step, is a radical honesty with yourself and with the universe. Begin by saying the true things, the deep, often uncomfortable truths you have kept quiet because they felt too big, too strange, too unlike what everyone else around you seems to be experiencing. Speak the language of your soul. Say them in the sacred pages of a journal, a private communion with your deepest self. Say them in prayer, an intimate conversation with the divine. Say them directly to the universe that placed these profound truths inside you, trusting its infinite wisdom. Every single time you speak your real frequency out loud, even if only privately in the sanctity of your own space, you send an undeniable signal to the divine that you are truly ready to be met as you truly are, not as a diminished echo, but as the full, vibrant, luminous being you were always destined to be. The second key, the integration of divine masculine within you. Most starseed souls are characterized by a profoundly developed inner world, a rich tapestry of intuition and perception that often outshines their external engagement. They are visionary dreamers, emotionally intelligent empaths, intensely intuitive seers, and deeply connected to frequencies and realms that most people around them cannot access or even comprehend. These are not mere attributes. These are potent, divine gifts, intrinsic to their star-born nature. However, without the grounding, stabilizing force of divine masculine energy integrated deeply within their own energetic field, these magnificent gifts often float without direction, like a ship without a rudder, or burn fiercely without purpose, like a potent flame uncontained. They can even collapse under the sheer weight of their own intensity, leaving the starseed soul feeling overwhelmed, unanchored, or burned out. Imagine a powerful current of electricity without a circuit, or a magnificent waterfall without a riverbed to guide its flow. The divine masculine, it bears repeating, is not a gendered concept in its highest spiritual form. It is a universal principle, a fundamental cosmic force. It is the principle of sacred structure, providing form and order to the formless. It is the principle of purposeful, decisive action, transforming abstract vision into tangible reality. It embodies grounded protection, creating boundaries that allow creativity to flourish safely. It is the unwavering courage of showing up fully, authentically, and consistently, without the debilitating need for external validation or approval. When this powerful energy is integrated and lives harmoniously inside you, it does not override or suppress your inherent sensitivity. Rather, it holds it, cradles it in a container of strength. It does not silence your profound intuition. Instead, it gives it a clear direction to move, a focused channel for its wisdom. The integrated divine masculine within a starseed soul becomes the internal compass, the sacred architect, that transforms expansive vision into concrete mission, nebulous feeling into defined form, and vast potential into undeniable destiny. The deep-seated wound that often blocks this crucial integration is almost invariably rooted in experiences of betrayal. Somewhere in your extensive soul story, perhaps profoundly in this lifetime, or carried as a deep imprint from prior existences, the energy of masculine presence, whether in its human manifestation or as an archetypal force, became inextricably associated with abandonment, harsh control, debilitating absence, or profound harm. And so the psyche, in its innate wisdom and desperate attempt to protect itself, pushed that vital energy away. It made a subconscious decision, a primal decree, that true safety meant absolute self-sufficiency, that genuine strength meant needing no one, that ultimate protection meant building emotional and energetic walls so high and so thick that even the most pure, divine love would struggle to climb them. This defense mechanism, while understandable, inadvertently severed a crucial inner connection. What profoundly unlocks when this key turns, when you begin to heal these ancient wounds of betrayal and integrate the divine masculine, is the profound capacity to receive. Starseed souls, by their very nature, are extraordinary givers. They pour their light, their wisdom, their compassion freely, generously, and often without limit or even recognition. But true, balanced receiving requires a foundation of deep, unwavering trust. And trust in the divine masculine, both in its internal manifestation as a guiding principle and in its external reflection through a divinely aligned counterpart, is often the final frontier, the ultimate challenge of the starseed healing journey. When you successfully integrate this balancing energy, you cease to act from a place of anxious urgency, constantly striving and pushing. Instead, you begin to operate from a profound place of sacred alignment, led by an inner knowing that is calm and unwavering. You stop chasing your purpose with frantic energy and start being led toward it, guided by the quiet, steady knowing that lives at the luminous center of a truly integrated, wholehearted being. You become a magnet for your destiny rather than a frantic seeker. The third key, the release of the outpost identity. There is a pervasive, often unseen pattern that appears again and again in the energetic blueprint of starseed souls who have not yet fully stepped into their complete and radiant embodiment. It is the deeply ingrained pattern of the outpost. This is the identity of the one who stands perpetually at the edge of everything, observing, watching, meticulously protecting, quietly holding vigil for a world that does not yet even know it is being held, being guarded, being supported from the periphery. It is the one who diligently performs all the crucial, behind-the-scenes spiritual work. The energy clearing, the grid activations, the silent healing, but has not yet dared to step into the vibrant center of their own unfolding story. It is the one who, out of habit or ancient programming, makes themselves energetically small so that others around them can feel large, comfortable, or unchallenged. This pattern, this outpost identity, served a very real and vital purpose for a long, long time. In countless past lifetimes, across different star systems, and even in many earlier phases of this current incarnation, being visible, being overtly powerful, being undeniably different, attracted intense persecution, ridicule, or outright harm. To shine too brightly was to invite danger. The outpost identity was not merely a choice. It was a highly intelligent, deeply ingrained survival mechanism, honed through ages of necessity. But you are not in that era anymore. The energetic landscape of Earth is irrevocably shifting. The world that once punished your unique light, that feared your truth, is now slowly but surely awakening and calling for it. And staying at the outpost now, remaining hidden at the edges of your own inherent greatness, is no longer protection. It is, quite simply, a profound delay in your divine unfolding, a deferral of the very purpose for which you bravely incarnated. The divine masculine energy, when it truly enters the life and field of a starseed soul, often arrives with a clear, resonant invitation, not a forceful demand, not an intimidating command, but a gentle, yet unwavering invitation to step forward, to cross the threshold, an invitation to claim the rightful center of your own life, your own narrative, your own power, to stop passively watching the story unfold from the sidelines, and to courageously start living it, actively shaping it with your full presence. This is the pivotal moment when the soul must make a profound choice, a decision that no one else can make for it. It is the choice to consciously stop waiting for external conditions to be absolutely perfect, for the world to be entirely ready for your unique frequency, or for someone else to finally grant you permission. It is the choice to simply begin being, out loud, overtly, unapologetically, exactly what you were born to be, right here, right now. What profoundly releases when this key is turned, when you answer that sacred invitation, is the deep, soul-wearying exhaustion of half-living. When you decisively step out of the shadows of the outpost and into your full, radiant embodiment, something fundamental shifts in your energy field, a change so palpable that people around you feel it, perceive it, before they can even logically explain it. You become magnetic in a way that is not performed or contrived, but authentically radiant, a natural force of attraction rooted in your genuine being. You become grounded in a way that is not forced or rigid, but deeply secure, like an ancient tree with roots reaching into the core of the earth. And at that precise moment, the divine counterpart, the soul who was intricately written into your journey from the very beginning, designed to meet and amplify your essence, begins to sense the clear, powerful signal you are finally sending, drawing them inexorably closer into your orbit. The fourth key, the sacred trust in divine timing. There is not a single starseed soul who has walked this often arduous, beautiful, and profoundly challenging path without, at some point, questioning whether the entire journey was truly worth the immense effort. There comes a moment, often in the deep stillness of the night, or during a crucible of transformation, where one wonders if they were following real, divine guidance, or merely clinging to their own elaborate hope, a mirage shimmering on the horizon. The poignant question arises, will the profound longing they carried for something greater, something real, something soul-level and deeply authentic, finally be answered? Or will it simply remain the defining, bittersweet ache of a lifetime spent perpetually reaching for something just beyond their grasp? This is the hero's journey, and doubt is part of the refining fire. That question, that moment of vulnerability and doubt, is not a weakness to be ashamed of. Far from it. It is the undeniable mark of someone who has been committed to their path long enough, with enough courage and integrity, to be profoundly honest with themselves. And this particular key, the key of sacred trust in divine timing, is perhaps the most difficult one to turn, precisely because it requires something that goes against nearly every instinct the human nervous system has been intensely trained toward in a world of instant gratification. It requires a profound, active surrender, not the surrender of giving up, of throwing in the towel in defeat, but the sacred surrender of giving over your control, your rigid expectations, your timeline, to a higher intelligence. It is the surrender that deeply affirms, I have done everything within my conscious capacity. I have diligently healed what I can heal. I have courageously opened what I can open within myself. Now, I trust, with every fiber of my being, that the timing of what is coming, of what is destined to manifest, is not a punishment for my perceived delays, but a meticulously orchestrated preparation for something far grander and more beautiful than I can currently conceive. The divine masculine energy, in its highest, most omniscient expression, understands timing in a way that the searching, often impatient human heart cannot possibly fathom. It operates from a cosmic perspective, knowing that arrival without true readiness, without the necessary internal scaffolding, creates collapse rather than sustainable union. It understands with profound wisdom that the very conditions that often feel like frustrating obstacles, like insurmountable delays, are often the precise crucibles, the essential processes, being divinely utilized to ensure that what ultimately comes, whether it be purpose, partnership, or profound manifestation, is built on ground strong enough, integrated enough, to truly hold it, to sustain its immense power. When the divine masculine presence begins to move tangibly toward a starseed soul, whether internally or externally, it is never premature. It comes in the exact, perfect, sacred moment when all the inner work, all the soul alchemy, has reached a critical threshold that makes the outer meeting not just possible, but exquisitely destined and fully supportable. What profoundly unlocks here when this key turns is an abiding peace. Not the superficial peace of someone who has simply stopped caring, who has become indifferent to their desires, but the deep, soul-saturating peace of someone who has finally, mercifully released the relentless internal war between what is and what I want. When this key turns, you cease to experience the weight as a painful loss, a deprivation, or a sign of unworthiness. Instead, you begin to experience it, with growing reverence, as the final, exquisite refinement of something truly precious, like a rare gem being polished to its ultimate brilliance. And in that profoundly authentic space of genuine peace, a peace that radiates from your core, your unique signal becomes clearer, stronger, and more undeniable than it has ever been, resonating across all dimensions, reaching its destined recipient. The fifth key, the full embodiment of your starseed mission as a love frequency. Everything that has come before this key, every insight, every healing, every release, was preparation for this culminating one. Every wound healed, every mask removed, every protective pattern released, every difficult moment of surrender, all of it was meticulously moving you toward this profound realization. The understanding that your starseed mission, your deepest reason for being here on Earth, and your intrinsic capacity for divine, unconditional love are not two separate things to be balanced or chosen between. They are, in fact, the very same transmission, two sides of the same sacred coin, inextricably linked and interdependent. They are the frequency you are meant to embody. You did not come here to choose between fulfilling your grand cosmic purpose and experiencing profound partnership. You did not come here to succeed at your mission by sacrificing your tender heart, or to find love by dimming your magnificent light. The highest, most glorious expression of your starseed path is the full, completely embodied integration of both. It is the living testament of a soul living its mission completely, fiercely, and unapologetically, simultaneously radiating from an open, healed, and magnetically aligned heart. This creates a powerful field, a broadcasting of the frequency of sacred union, not just as a personal experience to be cherished, but as an expansive energetic field that others can feel, be touched by, and be profoundly changed by, simply by being in your illuminated presence. You become a walking, breathing temple of divine love in action. This is precisely what the integrated divine masculine presence, both within your own being and in its human reflection, ultimately activates within a starseed soul. It doesn't cultivate dependency, making you incomplete without another, nor does it signify completion, as you are already whole. Instead, it ignites amplification. When these two magnificent frequencies, the uniquely luminous starseed frequency and the grounded, unwavering divine masculine frequency, meet and merge in sacred resonance, the individual signal of each soul becomes exponentially more powerful, more far-reaching, like two rivers joining to form a mighty ocean. The mission expands in scope and impact. The love deepens beyond earthly comprehension. And the world around them, the collective consciousness begins to shift, to heal, to awaken, in ways that neither could have ever created or conceived alone. This is the alchemy of divine union for a higher purpose. What profoundly unlocks here is legacy. Not legacy in the fleeting egoic sense of fame, fortune, or worldly recognition, which are often superficial trappings, but legacy in the deep, abiding, soul-level knowing that your unique presence in this lifetime, your very being, is contributing to something infinitely greater, something that will outlast anything you can build with your finite human hands. It is the legacy of pure frequency, of raising consciousness, of anchoring light. When this key turns, you stop asking the agonizing question of whether your life truly matters, whether your struggles had meaning. You feel it. You know it. It becomes an undeniable, visceral truth. And from that place of profound certainty, you begin living your life with the full weight of who you truly are, a cosmic force of love and transformation, unapologetic in your power, unwavering in your purpose. Here is the truth that has been waiting patiently, shining brightly, beneath everything you have read today. You are not too much. You have never been too much. You have simply been operating for too long in spaces and within paradigms that were designed for a smaller frequency, a lower vibration, than the magnificent one you inherently carry. Every relationship that did not last, every connection that dissolved before it could deepen, every moment of loneliness so sharp it took your breath away and left you gasping for air, none of it was evidence that you are unworthy of love, that there is something fundamentally wrong with you. On the contrary, all of it was irrefutable evidence that your soul, in its infinite wisdom and uncompromising purity, will not, cannot, settle for anything less than the real thing, the authentic, divinely aligned resonance that truly matches your vastness. The divine masculine energy is real. It is not an abstract concept or a utopian ideal. It exists tangibly. It is moving and pulsating in the energetic field right now, actively searching, diligently seeking, for the starseed souls who have done the profound inner work, who have courageously cleared the channels within themselves, who have finally stopped hiding their radiant light and started sending their authentic, unmistakable signal. If you have felt even one fleeting moment of recognition, a shiver of truth, a flicker of remembrance while reading these words today, then you are already further along on your path than you even realize. The door to your highest embodiment is not locked shut. It is simply waiting for you to fully understand, to deeply know that you are the one who has always held the key to your own liberation, your own power, your own destiny. You did not come to this earth merely to watch others step into their greatness, applauding from the sidelines while you stand at the edge, silently wondering when it will finally be your turn. Your turn began the precise moment you were born, imbued with starlight and divine purpose. Every experience since then, every joy and every sorrow, every challenge and every triumph, has been an intricate initiation, meticulously preparing you for this very moment. And this moment, right now, this profound moment of recognition and activation, is the sacred culmination of everything that initiation was preparing you to receive, to embody, and to become. Tonight, if you can, before the noise and demands of the day settle back into your mind and heart, find a quiet moment of sanctity. Place your hand gently over your heart, the sacred chamber of your soul, and say these powerful words aloud, allowing them to resonate through every cell of your being. I am ready to be fully seen. I am ready to receive the divine masculine presence, both within and without, that is aligned with my highest path and purpose. I am done waiting to become the version of me that the world needs. I am that version now. You are not broken. You are not behind schedule on some cosmic timeline. You are not too late. You are a starseed soul, magnificent and sovereign, standing at the very threshold of everything you came here to experience, to create, and to share. And the only thing left to do, the only true action remaining, is to bravely and confidently walk through. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This isn't content. It's collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space. And we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.